Most real estate investors are obsessed with houses, and don't get me wrong, I love houses too, but there's another type of real estate that most investors completely ignore: vacant land. And here's the crazy part. In many cases, land is actually easier to flip than houses. There's no roof inspections, no foundation issues, no rehab budgets, no contractors, no $40,000 surprise hiding behind the drywall. It's just dirt. And although land is not sexy, it can be extremely profitable. So in this video, I'm gonna break down 7 different ways you can profit flipping land, and I'll even show you exactly how to get your next land deal in as little as 30 days. All that and more coming up.
For a limited time, you can get a free copy of Jerry Norton's Vacant Lot Finder software, which finds empty lots that you can flip for profit. Get it now at vacantlotfinder.com.
If you're new here, my name is Jerry Norton. I make millions of dollars a year wholesaling and flipping real estate. And on this channel, I show you exactly how to do the same. So if you want to be a flipping genius like me, subscribe to my channel and watch my videos. The first method to flip land is the most common, and that is infill lot flipping. An infill lot is a vacant lot inside an existing subdivision, neighborhood, or city. Picture a street with 30 houses on it, and right in the middle of that street is one empty lot. That's an infill lot. And these vacant infill lots can be extremely valuable to a spec builder, which is someone who builds and flips new construction houses. The strategy is to buy a buildable lot, build a new construction home that meets the demands of the market, and then flip it to a retail buyer for top dollar. In fact, this is one of my primary flipping strategies. Over the years, I've built and flipped hundreds of new construction homes. As a flipper, I love new construction because it's less competitive than rehabbing. It's easier than rehabbing because everything is brand new and there aren't any unforeseen surprises. And retail buyers typically pay as much as 20% more for a new home over an existing home. I think the reason is in most markets there is a shortage of new housing, and investors like me who specialize in flipping new construction are eagerly looking for buildable lots. In fact, I have systems and capital in place to build and flip new homes in any market in the US, and I'm always looking for good buildable lots where I can build and flip new construction. Now, if you'd like to learn how you can get paid to bring me buildable lots that meet my criteria, then I want to invite you to a free training where you can learn how to become a lot finder for me. I'll put the link to register for that free training in the description below. And be sure to stay to the end of this video. I'm going to share with you a free tool that will help you find your next buildable lot in as little as 30 days. Okay, sometimes with infill lots, it's just a vacant lot sitting in a desirable area, and sometimes there's an old house where there's more value in the lot. When that happens, the new construction flipper will tear down the old house and build a new one. Let me give you an example. While doing live seller calls on YouTube, I talked to a seller who owned an uninhabitable teardown house in a high-end neighborhood in Fort Lauderdale, Florida. She agreed to sell the property to me, but the value was not in the house, but in the land. Now, I knew this because in the area there was a lot of luxury new construction homes. And it didn't quite fit my criteria, so here's what I did. 2 doors down, there was a new construction home actively listed for sale. So once I had this infill lot under contract, I called the spec builder, and sure enough, he was very interested in my infill lot. So I ended up wholesaling it to him for a $20,000 wholesale fee. Now, what was nice about that deal was there was no rehab to figure out. I just matched an undervalued piece of land with a builder who already knows what to do with it. Okay, the second method to flip land is what I call micro land banking. Now, this is when you're looking for vacant lots in areas that are starting to improve, but are not fully redeveloped yet. Maybe the area is still a little rough. Maybe values haven't exploded yet. But you can see signs of change. New stores are popping up, old buildings are getting remodeled, investors are starting to buy, new construction is popping up nearby, a major retailer or development is coming down the road. This is not necessarily land that you sell to a builder tomorrow. This is land you sell to a financial buyer. This is a buyer who takes money out of the stock market or other investments and parks it in land for the next 5, 10, or 15 years. They're betting that the area will improve and the land will appreciate. That's land banking. But instead of buying hundreds of acres, this is micro land banking, 1 lot at a time. The opportunity is not to hold it and become a land banker. You can do that if you want, but the opportunity is to flip to someone else who wants to hold it. Your profit is not holding on for 10 years. Your profit is holding on for 10 minutes. That's the flipper mindset. You find the deal and you sell it to that person that wants to hold on to it. Your buyer is usually an investor who believes in the future of that area and wants to park money in land before values increase. Okay, the third method is what I call path of growth land. Now, this is land outside the city, but in the direction the city is growing. It may be 10 miles out, it might be 20 miles out, it might be 30 miles out. But the key question is, where is the growth headed? Are subdivisions moving that direction? Are roads being expanded? Are utilities moving that way? Are builders buying nearby? Are major employers, schools, hospitals, or retail developments moving in that corridor? That path of growth land can be attractive even if the big appreciation is 10 or 15 years away, because buyers are thinking ahead. I'll give you an example of this. I live in East Tennessee, and the other day I was talking to a real estate agent who represents the Clayton family who owns Clayton Homes, and they're heavily investing in a town called Townsend. And what he said is they're banking that in the near future, Townsend is going to get underground sewer, and that they think in 5, 10, 15 years, there's going to be a massive explosion in Townsend. So they're buying everything they can in that city because they believe in the future of growth that's happening there. One buyer avatar is future retirees. Think about someone who wants to eventually retire outside the city. They don't want city prices, they don't want city traffic, but they still want to be close enough to doctors, family, shopping, and normal life. So they buy land now, maybe they pay it off over 5 to 10 years, then later they put a manufactured home, a cabin, a barn dominium, or a small house on it. That gives them a lower cost retirement plan. Now that creates a massive buyer pool, and for investors, it creates opportunity. Here's how the deal might work. You find a 2-acre, 5-acre, or 10-acre parcel outside a growing city. The owner has no plans for it. They bought it years ago, inherited it, or just don't care about it anymore. You get it under contract at a discount. Then you sell it to someone who wants land in that path of growth. Like I said, this could be a retiree, it could be a land banker, a small builder, a family that wants space, or an investor betting on growth. The fourth method is what I call mini ranch flipping. Now, this one is especially interesting because the buyer pool is emotional. These are usually larger rural parcels, 10 acres, 20 acres, 40 acres, sometimes more. This is the RV, ATV, dirt bike, shooting, camping, weekend getaway crowd. These are people with trucks, trailers, razors, dirt bikes, campers, hunting gear, and outdoor toys. They don't want to stay in an RV park 10 feet away from the next camper. They want space. They want to camp. They want to ride ATVs, shoot guns. They'll build a cabin, run around with their kids, escape the city, have a weekend property, maybe eventually build something. In almost every major metro area, there are rural areas within 1 to 3 hours where people want recreational land. Those are the mini ranch markets. So the strategy is finding larger parcels near recreational demand and then flipping them to buyers who want their own private piece of land. Okay, so far, all of these methods that we've discussed so far are different types of land flipping that doesn't require you to own the land or invest any capital. You simply get a great deal at a discount and you wholesale it for a profit to a spec flipper, a land banker, a path of growth buyer, or a recreational buyer. Now let's discuss some additional land flipping strategies that may require investment capital. So the fifth method is seller financed land flipping. Now this is where you get a land deal at a discount, but instead of wholesaling it, you buy it and then resell it using seller finance terms. Here's an example. You buy a piece of land for, let's say, $10,000. You turn around and resell it for $25,000 with seller financing. The buyer gives you $2,500 down and pays you $400 a month. Seller financing is actually very common with land because it's typically harder to get traditional financing on vacant land, so landowners are much more willing. As the flipper, if you can offer simple terms, you can make the land more attractive and often sell it for a much higher price. Now, following this method, you turned a land deal into monthly cash flow, and depending on your numbers, you may get most or all of your original investment back from the down payment, then collect payments over time. The cash flip gives you fast money, but the seller finance flip gives you long-term income. Both can work, it just depends on your goals. Method 6 is what I call the subdividing land flipping method. This is where you buy a tract of land and you get it rezoned into smaller parcels, then sell off the parcels individually. This can be as simple as buying a 100-foot infill lot for $50,000 and splitting it into two 50-foot lots then sell each lot for $50,000 and double your money. Or it could be a much larger tract of land, like 100 acres for, let's say, $500,000, and then subdivide it into 25-acre parcels that you sell for $200,000 each and double your money. Now, I'm doing a deal right now just like this. I bought 57 acres that I'm having split into 5 different lots. Doing so, I can literally double my money. Usually there's time involved to get rezoning and also cost for appraisal, surveys, perk tests, and so on, but subdividing can be very profitable. Method 7 is what I call value add land flipping. This is where you buy vacant land, improve it in some way or another, then sell it for a profit. Maybe you put in a road or utilities, or you clear the land, or you bring in fill dirt. Now I'm going to give you a few examples. One of my most lucrative land deals was an infill lot I purchased in Paradise Valley, Arizona. Now this was a very luxury market. I spent money to demo the existing home. I paid an architect to design a luxury new construction home plan. I even got the permit to build the home. Now I was all in on this project for a little over $1 million. It took about a year to do all that value add work. But after that, I put it up for sale as a shovel-ready buildable lot in a very desirable neighborhood. I ended up selling it for a $750,000 net profit to a buyer that was eager to build and willing to pay a lot more to avoid the time and expense. I'll give another example of a smaller project I'm doing right now. I recently bought 3 RV lots in a mobile home park in Sanibel Island, Florida. 2 of the lots are smaller and I got them for $20,000 each. And the third lot is bigger and I got it for $40,000. But none of the lots are ready to use. Each lot needs about $4,000 in site work to put down the gravel and hook up the 50 amp electric service. So I'll spend about $12,000 on the lots, but then I'll be able to quickly sell the $20,000 lots for $40,000 and the $40,000 lot for $65,000. All said and done, I plan on making about $45,000 net profit. Now let's talk about some of the benefits of land flipping, and then I want to share some ways to find your next land deal. One of the best things about land flipping is you can do it virtually. Of all the land deals I've done, I almost never meet the seller in person. The property might be in Texas, the seller might be in New York, the buyer might be in Florida, and the investor might be in Arizona. That's very different from house flipping. With houses, you usually need inspections, walkthroughs, lock boxes, showings, and boots on the ground. With land, you can use Google Maps, aerial photos, county records, and it's mostly doing utility and zoning research. You still need to do due diligence so you know what buyers can actually do with it, but you don't need to estimate a roof or HVAC or foundation, plumbing, electrical, or worry about a rehab budget. That makes land one of the most virtual-friendly real estate strategies. Another benefit to land flipping is land is often less competitive than houses. With houses, everybody's marketing to the same distressed homeowners. But landowners are often ignored, especially inherited landowners and out-of-state owners. People who bought land years ago and never used it. Owners tired of paying property taxes. Heirs who would rather have cash than dirt. A lot of deals come from people who inherited that land and simply don't want it. They don't want to visit it, maintain it, or keep paying taxes on it. They want money instead. That is a motivated seller. It just looks different than a motivated house seller. And I'm glad you made it this far because I want to share with you a tool that we developed that will actually find buildable lots in any market. And I'll give that tool to you for free. Just go to vacantlotfinder.com. So I hope you're excited about land. Here's what I want to do next. I want you to watch a video where I'm going to break down exactly how Miss Derby, the land queen, who does 7 figures annually flipping lots, I want to show you exactly how she finds her deals and how she finds her buyers using a free software called PropWire. So watch that video now, and I'll see you on the next video.